Michael, you're not here to perform CPR.
If passing out a few flyers helps my congregation feel they can let their church go, I'm going to do it.
I don't mean to demean God's role in this, but he was instrumental in arranging the people that we needed from the other side of the planet to come onto this side and meet us where we had certain resources and such great need. And he put those two things together. And this was something that no human could have devised or orchestrated. And this is a story about God's work in the life of this congregation and this congregation's responsiveness to that involvement of God in their lives and in their story. And that truth seems to be shot through with the way that Steve is telling this story and the way that the actors are portraying it. That's the essential truth, is that God is alive and well and at work at All Saints.
I think God spoke to me.
What did he say?
He said, I've given you land, I've given you farmers. Do the math.
He said, do the math.
He wants us to save this little church by making the land into a farm.
I've watched John in a couple of scenes act out things I remember doing, and in scenes that played out here. So I watched him film his going away party, as it was. And I remember my last day here and having to speak to the congregation and to say goodbye. And I watched him film his goodbye from the congregation. And then I watched him film the scene where God tells him what he's supposed to do. And I found myself getting swept up in his performance in a way that I wasn't expecting. And that was a very strange moment, but it was very affecting to me in a way. But that's not me. So it's strange. It's strange, but it's amazingly effective.
We have 15 new families, not enough food for the children.
Well, here's the thing, Ye Win. We're closing the church. We're broke.
What is broke?
The scenes between Ye Win and myself bring back good memories of us trying to figure this out. The getting to know one another, the coming to trust one another are probably some of the more gratifying scenes, though, in the film, because we did spend a lot of time alone, talking, him more so than me helping him to understand. It was him helping me to understand the plight that they were facing, the needs that they had. And in time, what we learned was that if you would just ask Ye Win what he thought needed to be done, he usually came up with the right answer, and that we should trust his leadership. And that was a growing edge of our relationship there that I see glimpses of in the scenes that are in the script.
We plant a garden, very good ground at All Saints.
What do you think will happen to them when we leave?
Let's keep them in our prayers and ask for God's help.
Aren't you God's help?